Guys, we're going to try something different today.
We're going to hold our microphones.
This is our first ever ASMR video. And, so,
all that stuff, that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video, guys.
Today we have Nismo gauge clusters. Those sound delicious.
They do.
A Nismo gauge cluster.
It's kind of like an almond roca.
Pecan turtle cluster thing.
Yeah.
And Russell is an expert on these gauges. He just schooled me, and he's going to school you too.
Nismo clusters. Now, the school of thought here is what Tom is going for, is that if you want one, you better get it.
Yeah.
These are re-releases from Nismo and only available for the R34 and S15 Silvia. And not gonna lie, if you want them, you better get them. They're not cheap, unfortunately, but
We've already sold like 5.
yeah, we've already sold, 4 or 5. And then the black R34 GTR cluster, we've got, at the time of recording, we've got 1. Nissan doesn't have any more. They're gone. I'm sure there's some dealers out there, some companies that might have a few, maybe 1, 2. But we already sold all of ours except for 1 that we just got in.
And that's this one.
Yeah. And then there's the white-faced GTR. Those are readily available at this time. And the S15 Silvia cluster is also readily available. R34 GTT owners, your cluster is also still available. So get in the description of this video, there'll be a link to all these. But I really like these. I mean, they're nice clusters, and I know, you know, in an older car, I think over time you kind of lose track of what that thing used to look like. If it gets scratched up or anything, a new cluster will just.
Especially if you're changing from, like this white one we have here.
Yeah.
It just pops. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not big on the white gauge faces, but I mean, if that's something that fits your vibe or your theme, if you're doing something different, it's definitely different. I mean, it looks good. It's not bad looking.
No, I mean, it's not stealthy like the black ones.
Right.
The black ones have the orange
Yeah.
numbers. It's black with orange text. This one's white with black. It just kind of pops out more.
Yeah. I really like the S15 cluster. I've always thought that the Silvias had really simple, clean clusters for whatever reason. So if you want one, if you're a collector or you're restoring a car or you want one of these in the future, don't miss out. I've been getting hit up for years for these things, and we snagged them. I mean, it's like buying Taylor Swift tickets to get these clusters.
We had one guy email us 7 times in a row, and how many times did he contact you?
He messaged
Instagram.
3 or 4 times on Instagram. I know he called in.
Talked to DJ.
Yeah.
And he got one.
Yeah, he did.
Right? Persistence pays off.
Actually, this one right here is the one that's going to ship out to him.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So, and we actually got this one by accident. Nissan actually pulled the wrong one in the warehouse. They were supposed to send us a black-faced one. They sent us this one, and it worked out.
Well, that's a happy accident.
It doesn't always work out, does it?
Speaking of happy accidents,
Yes.
how about this badge?
Oh my God! I know. All right. Yes. Nice setup, Tom. The Datsun 610 badge.
Look at that. Can you see that?
Tom had to get special clearance from our owner. Bruce Titus, if you're watching our videos, haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you here checking us out. But Tom had to get Bruce's signature, and he also borrowed Bruce's boots to go down in the archive to find this thing. And we've got 2 of them. Comes with the hardware and a little bracket.
Comes with the bracket, comes with the spring washers and nuts.
Now, a weird thing that never has happened before, you're gonna get this without a box. Because yeah, the box is disintegrated.
If you look at it the wrong way, it starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
But these are in pristine condition, as is the hardware. They're gonna come in a little baggy. These are the last of them.
Yeah, they're really cool. I saw, now this is for a 610, but there's a 720 that I see on my run home that The 720s had a emblem
Very similar
just like this. Obviously, the depth of the grill and all that stuff's going to factor into the size of the emblem, but it looks like it's probably the nameplate part's probably the same, and I'm willing to bet the backing or something's different on it. But yeah,
when you're running home tonight, take a tape measure with you because I'm really curious. I have to know now.
I'll use my hand. I know exactly how big it is.
There you go.
Now a little novelty item, spice things up. If you guys, want something to throw in your backpack, your lapel, your hat, your race vest,
or just a vest.
A vest, yeah. We've got some Nissan lapel pins here. One is the name, the Nissan word mark.
And that one's kind of the throwback logo.
It is, which I think it actually is the new logo, but I think the word mark kind of looks I don't know. What do you think?
It kind of looks like the old one to me, but
yeah. Either way, the pictures of them, you decide. You'll see a video here.
Yeah, so you got that new logo, and I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to say that's the old 80s script.
Now, how do you feel about the new logo now that we've had it for a little bit?
I mean, I'm kind of not moved by it, if I'm being honest. Like, it doesn't really represent anything to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think it suits the new cars.
Yeah, I mean, it fits on, like, the Aria or the Area, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of futuristic, modern, streamlined, light.
Yeah. I mean, I think they should bring this back.
Yeah.
Nismo.
Nissan'sPartscc and everything on there. Now, if it was still the 80s, I would have this on as a tie tack.
Well, I'll tell you, if I have to go anywhere Nissan business related and I have to wear a tie, bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna put one. And these things have the good backs on them too. These are the twist lock backs. They don't fall off like the other cheap ones do. So, yeah. Let's jump into some shout outs because that's what we do. You guys are awesome.
Speaking of awesome,
yes.
Dan Thayer's having a birthday. He wants a shout out. So happy birthday, Dan. Congrats. I hope you get what you want.
For sure.
Jared and his wife watch your videos. They mentioned, or she said, that we're like the odd couple. And I want to know which one is Oscar and which one's Felix.
I don't even know what the odd couple is. I saw the comment and I meant to go look it up and I forgot. So.
Well, if you're of a certain age, like I am, you'll remember watching that show when you were a kid.
All right.
Let's see, who mentioned price increases? Yeah, all season racing. The price increases have been insane, ridiculous. Yeah. It's not across the board. It's just odd things. The prices have shot up.
It seems like a lot of the substantial increases have been on past model vehicle parts, not the new vehicle parts.
Yeah.
And that may have to do with technology changes, whereas new technology is becoming cheaper. It's harder to maintain the older stuff. I mean, that's just my guess. You got an example here.
I got an example.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk prices.
Yeah.
Right. We sold this at the start of the year. We sold one on the website for $22, and this is the Datsun oil filler cap.
Yeah.
Popular in roadsters, etc., etc.
And I think that price, even at that low of a price, that is a smoking deal. That is
$22.
Great price.
Was a killer deal.
That could have been $50 and it would have been okay, but you're not ready for this.
Now, if you want to buy it on the website, it's $148. Now that is not us marking it up. And there's people yelling at their phones and screens right now saying, "Well, that's great for you guys. The more you charge, the bigger profit you make." Well, how many of these are we going to sell for $148?
Right.
Because we sold maybe 3 a year at $22. So
yeah.
I don't know what Nissan's doing, and who's going to buy that?
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of dealers who are going to start having some obsolescence on these kind of parts, or they're just going to take a hit to get rid of them. And then the dealers that don't get rid of them are going to send it back to Nissan. Then they're going to sit in the warehouses, and I don't know. I mean, I hope at some point somebody's pointing a finger at somebody else and going, "Hey, that was a bold move."
Yeah, I mean, and Nissan has a reason for that, but I don't know what that is. Robo Sparky, and this kind of ties in.
Yeah.
He said, "Can you guys find a locking cap for an S30?" I don't know that Nissan ever made a locking cap for an S30.
The fuel caps?
Yeah.
I don't think they did. I did respond to you, Dan. Did you? I responded. You probably were looking when I responded to him today.
Possibly.
But yeah, they had them for the S130. But yeah, I don't know about the
That was the one I thought, and that's a big one, the screw-on one that's super heavy duty. Same thing on those, the S30 gas caps. It's just a metal gas cap, non-locking with a little sharp piece of chain. We sold that a couple of years ago on the website for $135, which was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Even now it's a lot of money. Now if you want it, $235.
Whoa.
So that's the thing. If you've got your eye on something, you know, don't delay or don't put it off, because at some point, you never know, Nissan could do the triple price markup or quadruple, whatever that is, 22 to 100.
There
were
7
times.
There were some comments on Instagram on these gauge clusters about how the prices had gone up since the re-release happened. And so what the deal is Nismo Japan released them back in like November, and they had them available to, you know, the companies in Japan. And I want to say their list prices of what they advertised as list was like around $1,000 or something. And then Nissan North America said, hey, we want to get some of those. They made some more, they shipped them over. By the time they, you know, all these price increases have changed, gone up, the economy is changing daily. Parts come into the US, and Japan's marking it up to the US dealer. And then by the time it goes through 2 more hands, yeah, the prices go up. But if you guys will shop around, I mean, you will realize that we're not, you know, we're not price gouging people. We're selling these at the MSRP on them, which isn't a huge markup. That's the thing. So, you know, don't point the finger at us too much.
Don't shoot the messenger.
If this was something that was available readily, I'd say if you're not ready to buy it, just wait till flash sale. But I'm gonna tell you right now, don't wait on these if you want one.
Yeah, because I doubt these will see a flash sale.
Let's just put it this way: there's some places selling them for double what we are. So don't get too mad at us.
It's all right. Just calm down. Calm down, Russell. All right. So I think that's all I have today.
Yeah.
Anything else, Russell?
That's about it. I mean, this is a video of the rarest of the rare that we have right now. So you guys get on those phone lines. We have actually put silencers on all the ringtones over there, where you guys don't have to worry about that trickling into this
headsets.
video.
We bought them all headsets.
Yeah. So when they're not answering phones, they're singing Backstreet Boys and NSYNC over there. So now I'm just gonna say, baby, bye, bye, bye.
Enjoy your weekend, and we will be back next week. If you missed it, go look at our What the Truck Wednesday video. It's even better than this one.
I thought it was a good one.
It was a good one.
Yeah, if you're interested in the Nismo cases, you better go over there and check it out, because there's I mean, you get the feel. You can taste it.
You can smell it. Yeah. Russell, I must say, your editing skills.
Garbage.
How this guy can take something and polish it.
Take this turd
with a bow on it and turn it into gold.
Turn
I don't
it
know
into
how he does it, but he does it every week, twice a week. Let's give Russell some love for his skills. All right, enjoy your weekend. See you soon.
Start it up.